Boy, got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bags ass?
It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Bears, just ahead on EA Sports.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember
It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg Navarre. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. Off we go from Soldier Field. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Another run here with Johnson. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown to interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win. That's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play at.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Set. 21. Ready.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set.
On play action, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And he will score! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. On the give, it's Johnson. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got that to the rookie wide out from Georgia. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. He's got space inside the 25. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job work.
Okay, ready?
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Set. Check. Hut, go.
They'll run with Johnson. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Here we go. Set. Unlock line. Rig it. Smash.
One more time with Johnson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Roshan Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and through. And the Bears will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and Xavier Worthy getting set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. On play action. Now Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Herbert. This caught right side by Worthy. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Penix. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And the Lions are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That's good for 11 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now his 2nd and goal. He'll try to run with Swift. Powering forward. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Williams. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Ready, let go.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas.
Check go.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Set. 21. Go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
5-9, 5-9. Let's go, let's go. Baylor tight. Ready.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Ready.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Catch made right side by Thomas.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams. He will find Thomas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and Justin Herbert get. First and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
Another great throw. The story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Crowd right. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we could see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second, and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Set. 380. Get out. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Good blocking, and he's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas.
Go.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is...
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's into the end zone. Rome Odunze, touchdown Chicago. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers!
One of the tight ends in motion right.
What is it?
Now a play fake. Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Taylor Decker, the former Buckeye, guilty on that one.
Still 2nd down.
Hey, Ram. Go.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11.
Here we go.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. The outside, complete to Thomas. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Williams now to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, ram.
On the handoff, this is Benson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Williams in motion. On the toss, they go with Benson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. A run with Benson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Benson. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.